A shocking Roman Reigns decision for WWE SummerSlam? Possibility explored. Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Roman Reigns is one of the biggest stars in WWE, having headlined numerous premium live events in the past. However, SummerSlam is on the horizon, and the OTC status for the grand spectacle is unclear. He has been absent from WWE television since the Raw after WrestleMania 41. In light of the ongoing situation, Triple H could be forced to make a shocking decision. The game may not give Reigns a singles match at the upcoming spectacle. Instead, WWE could put him in a tag team match at the biggest party of the summer. It will be a shocking decision because Roman Reigns is typically positioned in high-profile singles matches at major events like SummerSlam due to his status as a top-tier star. Besides, the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion has a storied history of competing in singles matches at the summer spectacle. Placing him in a tag team match instead of a singles bout deviates from his established role as a main event singles competitor. Another reason why it will be a shocking decision is that fans are currently hoping to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. It is because of how things unfolded between the two at WrestleMania 41, making an obvious case for a singles bout. However, WWE seemingly has plans to put the OTC in a tag team match against Rollins' faction. Reigns could team up with CM Punk and Jey Uso and wrestle in a six-man tag team match at the biggest party of the summer. Given the recent booking, the possibility of Roman Reigns competing in a tag team match is relatively higher than him wrestling a singles bout. However, this is only speculation, and time will tell what's in store for the OTC. Triple H to save Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a major event? Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are two of the biggest stars of this generation. They battled each other in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41 with CM Punk involved in the mix. Since then, there have been rumors that WWE is building toward a singles bout between the former Shield brothers. With the amount of history both superstars have, Reigns versus Rollins is a blockbuster match that deserves a big stage. WWE's first ever two-night SummerSlam is arguably the perfect stage for this monumental clash. However, Triple H could be saving this bout for WrestleMania 42. The creative team might have many more layers to unfold in this rivalry before pitting the OTC and the Visionary against each other. Especially with Rollins' newly formed faction coming into this equation, WWE may build multiple types of matches in the coming months. However, it could eventually lead to the highly anticipated singles match between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins at the Showcase of the Immortals next year. It will be interesting to see how things shape up and what the game has in store for Reigns at SummerSlam. 2025. Roman Reigns may not return at WWE Saturday night's main event, despite rumors. Roman Reigns' WWE return is expected to take place soon, so the original Tribal Chief has been absent from the Stamford-based promotion since Raw, after WrestleMania. The last time he appeared, he was confronted by Braun Breaker when the Dog of WWE destroyed him and joined forces with Seth Rollins. Now, fans are rooting for the return of the head of the table at the upcoming Saturday night's main event. The NBC special event is set to broadcast live on July 12, 2025, from State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. The OTC might return to cost the Visionary against the megastar, leading to a rivalry between them for SummerSlam 2025. Meanwhile, there is a prospect that sparks the chances that Roman Reigns may not return at SNME despite all the speculation and rumors. The rationale behind this statement is that Saturday night's main event is merely a special show of the sports entertainment juggernaut. The chances of Roman Reigns' return could be higher if it were a premium live event. SNME is more than a house show of the company, but still less than appeal. The OTC's return could outshine Goldberg's retirement match. Additionally, it's crucial to note that the July 12, 2025 special show of WWE will feature Goldberg in his final match. The Hall of Famer will lock horns with Gunther in a World Heavyweight Championship match. If the OTC made his return to the show, then it would eventually outshine the veteran star's final match, shifting all the spotlight to the only Tribal Chief. These could be the potential reasons why Roman Reigns may not return to SNME, despite the recent buzz of his comeback. Still, it's important to note that these are only potential reasons, and there is no confirmation regarding his status for the show What if Roman Reigns does not return to WWE at SNME? If the above scenario holds true, and the former undisputed WWE Universal Champion doesn't make his return at Saturday night's main event, he might return following the event. Raw after SNME could be the fitting choice for Roman Reigns to return and confront Seth Rollins' faction. The Monday Night Raw edition after the NBC event will feature the aftermath of the show, and also the rivalry between Knight and Rollins is expected to end on July 12th. Considering this, it would be a perfect time to kick off the road to SummerSlam 2025, with Roman Reigns returning to take revenge against Rollins' faction. It quote, "Important to note that Roman is advertised to be part of the biggest party of the summer. He has been featured on the promotional poster for SummerSlam. This evidently confirms his presence on that PLE. It also asserts that Reigns' return will take place before SummerSlam, and he will be part of either Night 1 or Night 2 of the premium live event. It remains to be seen what will happen at Saturday night's main event and whether Roman Reigns will make his earth-shaking return or not. New details on Roman Reigns' future plans in WWE. Roman Reigns was ambushed by Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman. Heyman made a dramatic turn of events, and it is now paving the way to Reigns being a significant counterpunch character in the future of WWE. In the back, his name has appeared in creative memos before SummerSlam, and this is an indication that WWE is building up the hype towards his appearance. The thing is that insiders state that WWE does not intend to bring back Reigns during SummerSlam in particular. Rather, he is being set up for a larger payoff later in the year, probably in the build-up of Survivor Series War Games in November. He already appears in promotional graphics with War Games branding, so it seems likely that his comeback will be connected to that event, although he is also currently busy filming the new Street Fighter movie, a revamped entrance with new allies. According to sources, Reigns can appear with new enforcers, including Rikishi and Zilla Fatu, to introduce a rewritten version of the only tribal chief character. This is not merely a comeback because WWE is said to be revamping its keys to the kingdom, such as new nicknames, gear, and merchandising. It is a complete rebranding. What this actually implies is that WWE would like Reigns to reemerge with a bang. His initial primary storyline is projected to be a direct conflict with Paul Heyman and Rollins, which will strike directly at the heels of the betrayal frenzy and not the politics of the interfamily squabbling of the bloodline. On the contractual aspect, the deal of Reigns' deal is explained, and it is close to renegotiation. There are rumors that other than WWE, he is being courted by Hollywood. Nevertheless, both camps appear determined to offset his film activities such as Street Fighter with a commanding performance in the ring until the year end. Expect that Reigns will be back towards the end of the summer or at the beginning of autumn, that he will come out with a new group, and that he will engage Heyman and Rollins as soon as possible, and that he will be a big part of the two-ring War Games at Survivor Series. Besides this, he is establishing himself as a bridge to Hollywood and WWE. That is the blueprint to the original tribal chief in 2025, proud, purpose-driven, and ready to take his throne back. Former WWE superstar shares Roman Reigns' brutal advice on contract negotiations. Carl Anderson recently shared that Roman Reigns once gave honest advice to a fellow WWE star who was unhappy with his travel situation. Roman Reigns, who has been a top WWE name for more than 10 years, has taken on a lighter schedule since 2022. He hasn't appeared on TV since Raw after WrestleMania 41, but reports suggest he may return soon. Even though some fans have criticized his limited appearances, Reigns earned his current position through years of hard work and by carrying the company for over a decade. Recently, former WWE superstar Carl Anderson shared a story about Reigns giving straightforward advice to a wrestler who was unhappy about travel issues. Carl Anderson also looked back on his early days in Bullet Club, admitting he didn't make much from merchandise because it wasn't part of his contract. On Stories with Briscoe and Bradshaw, Anderson recalled the story of Roman Reigns' straight advice. "I've heard people complain about contract stuff, complain about merch, complain about plane flights, or complain about money. As I've gotten older and grown, I've realized that if you want something, you have to get it put in your contract or you gotta stop complaining about it. I remember one time we were on a flight with Roman and someone was bitching about a flight and Roman literally said at the baggage claim, either get it written into your contract or quit bitching." Damn. Good point, Roman.